Hey guys, Moonlight Tamer here, coming at you again with a redo of a deck profile of the Pale Moon Circus. So I noticed that some of the stuff in my last one got everybody a little bit buzzed. So because I was kind of, I'll be honest, I was very limited on some of the units I did use in it. But the last deck profile I had was 3 of each copy. Everyone's saying it's not like Yu-Gi-Oh, but everyone was right, it's not. But I decided to try out different numbers. So this is an actual deck profile of the Tamers that I've been dying to try to fix for a very long time. And I had some friends to help me out, find some right stuff, and I finally got the stuff I needed. And I played this in the tournament last Friday, and it gave me a one. It gave me at least a win. So it's good enough for me in my book. So anyways, I'm going to show you the grade 0 lineup. So for your starting Vanguard, of course, we have the girl across the gap. Counterblast 1, you put her in the soul, and you can superior call one of the Pale Moon unit from the soul to a rearguard circle. And of course, she's a Forerunner, so that's actually an actual good bonus. Now remember, what I'm looking for in these deck profiles is honest to God critiques. I want it to be critiqued based on the mechanics and shit like that. So I got 4 heal triggers. This is like the main exception of what I like. And like I said, this is a player's preference deck profile. I just had a little bit of help with people with some help. They helped me a little bit. So I got 3 Rainbow Magicians and 3 Spiral Masters. There are 6 draw triggers total in this deck. Because mainly it's I think I'll tell you the reason why later on. Probably in the 3rd act. So anyways, we got 3 Sky High Walkers. And we also got 3 Hoop Magicians too. So there's a total of 6 stand triggers in this deck. So it's 4 heals, 6 draws, and 6 stands. There's no criticals in here whatsoever. But I'll tell you the reason why, because you honestly want if you have units who do counterblasting, which I'm going to show you in a few minutes, which I guess you all know, then you want them to stand up and cause multiple attacks. Or at least that's what my friend told me on Friday on how to use them. So, and believe me, this was his idea. I just put mine into it too, so it's a bit of a mix. So anyways, the first act, we have 4 copies of Turquoise Beast Tamers. I love the Tamer series for one reason. They each get a power boost for just only 1 copy. So basically 3 for 1. So anyways, when there's a Crimson Beast Tamer in a soul, she receives 3,000 power. So she's a 9k booster of 9k beast stick on her own. So that's pretty much awesome right there. And this is a real Tamer build, at least this is the way I think was best the last time I made it. 2 copies of Midnight Bunny. Counterblast 1, you switch her out for a different unit. I think that's the reason why stand triggers are very important in this deck, because it revolves around, like, you know, Midnight Bunny, Nightmare Doll Alice. I think this is why Nightmare Doll Alice comes in handy for. But, yeah. So anyways, we got the 4 beautiful and luscious purple Trapezists. When she's called to a rearguard circle, I can choose 1 Pale Moon unit from the rear guards, put it into soul, and replace it with something new. Honest to God, I love that idea. And I did take upon someone else's offer, and I had the 4 perfect guards of Hades Hypnotist in deck. So yeah, this might look like one of my previous ones I did like a year ago on one of my videos of the Tamer series, but it has a little bit changes and a little bit twist in it. So I finally understood the full of it. So yeah, there's 4 perfect guards. So that's the end of the 1st act. The 2nd act is featuring my favorite avatar, or one of my favorite cards. 4 copies of Crimson Beast Tamer. When there's a copy of herself in the soul, she receives 3,000 power. Of course, she's the same way as Manticore and Turquoise, so she's an automatically 11k beat stick on her own. And the funny thing is, she is actually the younger sister of Turquoise. I guess big sister's looking out for little sis, huh? No wonder she's all fired up. I got 3 copies of Dancing Princess of the Night Skies. So you counterblast 1, you take a Pale Moon unit from Pale Moon grade 2 or less and place into the soul. But only when she's called to a Vanguard or Rearguard circle. kind of cool. I mean, that's an easy way, or a cheating way, not a cheating way, but it's actually a good way to put Crimson Beast Tamer in his soul, so it's actually a very easy technique. And finally, we have 4 of the 10k attacker, Barking Cerberus. Yes, I finally started using 10k vanillas, because in the new set 12, there is a 10k Silver Thorn in there, Lillian, which I am now dying to use. So, yeah, so that's the end of the second act. And now for the third and final act, grade 3s. So I got 3 copies of Barking Manticore. His skill is, when he's called to the Vanguard Circle, you can draw 1 card and place 1 other unit into Soul. And also, for a continuous effect, as long as you have a copy of Crimson Beast Tamer in his soul, he receives 3,000 power. So actually, Turquoise is 9, Crimson is 11, and this one's a 13k beatstick as long as he's in the Vanguard Circle. Oh, but only on your turn. That's the unfortunate withdrawal. So, anyways, I got 2 Silverthorn Dragon Tamer Luquiers, Limit Break 4, Counterblast 3. Choose 1 of each grade from your soul, as long as they're Pale Moon related, and call them the separate rear guards. And for each one you bring down, she gets a 3,000 bonus. So if you brought like 3 from grade 0 to grade 3, that's a 12k power boost all on her own. So that's why she's an awesome card to have. But she also has a drawback too. That effect can only work for the rest of the card fight. Only once. That's the sad part, I found out. Last but not least, we have 3 copies of Nightmare Doll Alice. Now this is where this is where the stand triggers kick in. Since everyone's main target has always been Alice because of her deadly skill, only when she attacks a Vanguard or when she attacks a unit successfully, you counterblast 1. You can switch her out from the rear guard to the soul, and choose another Pale Moon from the soul to a rear guard. It doesn't have to be open, just there. So if you put in purple Trapezist, as long as Barking Cerberus is at rest, then you can stand Cerberus back up. You can do tons of combos, I found out after watching how Kiribito used it against Aichi Sindo. Bunny to Alice, Alice to Bunny, I guess he prefers. Or Dr. O says it. So, yeah, I never thought about using a dolly or a play toy like this before, but she's actually a very awesome nightmare doll. So, yeah. I am finally starting getting the hand of the Pale Moon Circus, and thank you all for coming to the show, and there will actually be even more car fighting, depending when or so it's going to happen. So anyways, leave a comment down below, rate, like, dislike, comment this video, and there will be a full deck list down below in the description. So, this is Tamer giving a thumbs up. Have a great night. Take care, guys. Bye.